the expected thing from him to do is to say, I'm sorry, goodbye.
Another call from one of President Abbas's right-hand men for Middle East Quartet Special Envoy Tony Blair to step down. The allegations against Blair range from inappropriate business dealings to bias in favour of Israel.
The biggest problem that he did actually for us is that all of a sudden he started speaking against our step going towards the United Nations. You cannot be a mediator of a quartet in which 50% of the quartet, they support our step.
Palestinian officials accused Blair of trying to lobby European countries against Mahmoud Abbas's bid for statehood recognition at the United Nations. Blair says he totally understands the frustrations that led Abbas to make his move. British media reports have focused on claims Blair's other job as an advisor with the merchant bank JP Morgan has opened doors for numerous private business interests. Blair says the allegations are absolutely untrue.
We've seen the reports by the British media, which actually shows explicitly that Mr. Tony Blair has very serious conflict of interest in which he is doing business during the term of his official official duties. And I think that's not a very healthy situation. It does erode his credibility as an envoy for the quartet.
Al Jazeera spoke to a spokesperson for the Palestinian government who said the Palestinian Authority would not openly criticise Tony Blair. But by the sound of things, there's a lot being said behind closed doors.
The Palestinian leadership has raised this issue very seriously. The general consensus among the leadership is that he is not anymore an honest broker.
Al Jazeera provided details of all these allegations to Tony Blair's office in Jerusalem. In response, spokesman Matthew Doyle said any allegations of conflict of interest were, quote, defamatory and untrue. This really is a hatchet job from someone rather than based on fact, he said.
The claims that Tony Blair is no longer credible as an envoy for the Middle East Quartet is now being openly supported by certain senior Palestinian officials. And this has come as a really big surprise. The question is whether the debate over his performance will detract from the very real challenge of getting the Israelis and the Palestinians to restart their negotiations. Charles Stratford, Al Jazeera, Ramallah.